Went to the bulletin boards and found a little side mission I want to do.
Greetings,
Check it out.
good man. Having trouble with your well? That's what I read.
Aye, 'tis haunted. Has been for a good 20 years.
20? So why'd you put out a notice just now?
Because earlier on we drew our water from the river. But so many corpses floating in it after the battle it's turned noxious. My daughter Mandy drank half a pitcher. Felt dreadful ill, can't keep nothing down. She grows worse by the day. Herbalist claims you fight a fever with drink. And not beer nor cider, but water. Clear, pure water. And where am I to get that if not from the well? But first, the ghost's got to be driven away. And it don't let any man near.
This ghost. Describe it for me.
Well, it's awful frightening. Awful.
I meant, what does it look like?
It looks like a woman, but fresh from the grave. Wears a dirty dress, all rags, its skin flaking off its bones, and it howls like it's suffering.
Some wraith. Or maybe an alp.
If you don't wallop it, Master, if you don't take care of it, that is, it'll come kill me daughter.
I feel for you, but this is my job, so let's talk about my pay.
Something not right with the coin.
So I can haggle, and whether or not they accept it. Okay. So the lowest is 20. Let's see if he'll accept. I don't want to go too high.
If you could drop your price a bit, I'm sure we'd agree.
That's like in the middle.
If you could drop your price a bit, I'm sure
So
we'd
he's not
agree.
going to accept anything, basically. That's cool.
That settles it then.
Fine, I'll help. Where's this well?
In Havel, a settlement on the heights. It's abandoned now. No one ventures there on account of the ghost being about. Drive it off. Please.
Okay, let's see. It's always a beautiful sunset.
As well. Strange. No sign of a ghost. Maybe it only shows at a certain time of day.
Alright, so good thing that I'm here on the time of day that it doesn't
Grass around the well scorched.
show up. So the grass is scorched. I don't know what that means. Let's see if we can find any other clues. Just take that just in case.
Bodies dried to a crisp. Signs of burns. All signs point to a noon wraith.
And this disgusting thing is a noon witch. I never want to meet one. So it's telling me to search the cabins, but there's nothing in here of interest anyway. Check out this other cabin. Well, if I can walk through the door. I just can't walk apparently. My legs don't work. See, I don't want to loot anything because I'm afraid the noon witch will come out. Or whatever it's called. I think it's called the noon witch.
A man. Stabbed with a knife. Died on the spot. Animals fed on his body. Picked his skeleton clean. More blood stains over there. But it's not his blood. A journal. Might be useful.
It's happened. Volker sent a petition of our grievances against the Lord to the court at Vizima. Listed all the harm he's done to us, how he killed Johann for not taking off his cap quick enough, how he trampled our fields when drunk with nary a thought of repayment, how he barged in during Peter's wedding and demanded his right of the first night. Now we finally got what we begged Melitili for our prayers for so long, for in our prayers for so long. The judge recognized our grievances and waived all our bonds and duties to the Lord. We can finally strike out on our own. At last, we can live as free men. It's the first day of our freedom. Hovel's not much of a village yet, but to my mind, it's better than the most fantastic palace. Volker fumed our home with hazelwood smoke to drive out evil, buried a marten under the gate to make sure no thieves crossed our threshold, and then he gave me a bracelet. Loveliest thing I've ever seen. Mother said it's foolish to spend so much on a bauble when we haven't plows nor hoes, and that we ought to return it to the merchant. Over my dead body. I'll never take it off. It'll always be there to remind me of Volker, of how happy we were that day. They say the Lord is coming to see us, that he wants to make a deal, to beg us to return to the village. They say he's calm since his son died, that he's not as quick to anger about small slights. Well, we'll see. One way or another, I've no intention to move 1 inch from here.
To this place.
More clues. They're red clues. They're not blue clues.
Bloodstains, barely visible. Someone was dragged this way. Someone who was still alive.
Way better than Batman detective mode.
Palm prints in blood.
Ooh.
Small hands. A woman's. Someone dragged her out. She was wounded. Fought for her life. No body in sight, but might still find some tracks. Under the right conditions, bloodstains can remain visible for decades.
Decades?
Another print by the well.
How did he see it from all the way? This man has eagle vision. But not eagle vision like Ezio.
Bloodstains. Almost faded. But the line's taut. Something's not right. A corpse, hanged by the bucket rope. Woman the journal belonged to. Must be. Wide pelvis, small jaw. A woman. Around 30, judging by the teeth. Left arm's missing. Need to cremate the remains. Gotta find the object that binds her to this place before I do, though. Was she wearing the bracelet from her husband? Might be why her arm fell off. Gotta jump down there. Hope I don't break my legs.
I have to jump down there? No way. 1, I'm afraid of water. 2, I'm afraid of dark holes.
Lucky not to come up empty-handed. A bracelet with an inscription. To Claire, from Volker. Bracelet must have belonged to the woman in the well. Lovely craftsmanship, but I'll have to burn it with the body to get rid of the Noon Wraith for good. Better do it near the well.
Alright, so to get out of the cave, you do some swimming, you go up and around, and then you come back to this place. You don't go out the way you came in.
And the bracelet. Igni. Hey, I think it worked.
Right on the Moon Witch's little player card, it showed she was weak to that one spell. But I think I can't hit. I think when they're normal, you can't hit them. They go into this trap and it brings them into this realm, and then you can just, you know,
She's
kick them out basically.
For good.
So, and I think they phase in and out of our realm, but to keep them in our realm, you have to put down that trap. That was kind of fun, though. It was different.
Job done. The well was haunted by the ghost of a woman who was killed there. I drove it away.
I just hope every unburied wretch don't start haunting us. Well, that battlefield's gonna cause us a heap of trouble.
If they do, you know who to contact. Meanwhile, Claire, Volker, names ring a bell?
I don't know him. Though I did hear our herbalist Tamira mention a Claire once. Same one, maybe? Your reward, Master Witcher. The gold I'd hid away for Mandy's dowry. Without you, she'd never have lived to wed. Now, let's hope for it, at least.
At this point, doubt I'll ever marry. You keep the coin from Mandy, her wedding. Raise a toast to my health then.
Thank you, Master Witcher. Them's warm words, you've a good heart. But I can't let you go empty-handed. Take this, at least. Good luck.